We had our science critic, and he had something to say, especially about the word object. And so let's see what he had to say and how we address it. Let me put him on for you to hear. Here goes.
The questions and issues to be addressed in this rebuttal include: are definitions ground in stone? And can the common definitions we find in dictionaries and encyclopedias be used in science? Is the definition of object we find in the Wikipedia scientific? Can it be used in physics?
So here is the thing. The definition of object that dictionaries list is the most commonly used definition. And that is because most people want to know how a word is commonly used. It may not necessarily be the scientific definition. So why didn't he use a scientific definition? However, physics has a different definition of an object, and that definition is a collection of matter within a defined contiguous boundary in three-dimensional space. That is a pretty good definition of an object, I must say, one that even Bill might agree with.
Is he kidding me? No, not even by a long shot. Anyways, these are my answers to the issues he raised, okay? First one is, he says, why didn't Bill use a scientific definition? Well, the reason I didn't use it, there ain't one. There is no scientific definition of the word object. Okay? That's the problem out there, okay, in mathematical physics. There isn't one because the mathematicians have no interest in objects. They do not do physics with objects. They do physics with numbers, and they call it physics, like I just explained a little while ago. They have never realized that in order to provide a physical interpretation to a physical phenomenon, especially when mediated by invisible, intangible entities, right, you absolutely need objects, and you can't do without them. Mathematicians, right, give lip service to the collection of matter definition anyways. Okay, they use the see-touch anyways. Okay, so they don't use this collection of matter. But even if they did, it would not be a scientific definition because matter is the word that we're trying to define here. Okay, the scientific establishment uses the irrational see-touch criteria. Nevertheless, the collection of matter is an irrational definition of object because matter is what we're trying to figure out what it is. So the definition of object is that which has shape, which is a universal property that all objects have. So no, under no circumstances do I agree with a collection of matter, because all they're saying is a table is a collection of atoms. That's called mereology. Okay? No, so is an elephant. So is a tree. Everything is a collection of matter, a collection of atoms. That does not make an object. An object is not a collection. Is a forest an object because it's a collection of trees? Okay, so this is the problem. You cannot have collections of anything to define the word object. Shape is the only property that all objects have. It's a universal property of objects. So it should be defined on the basis of shape and not on the basis of what objects do, such as see and touch or collect together, gather together. Okay, so yeah, no, this fellow has no clue whatsoever what a definition is. And he says, oh, to me, it's a good definition. Well, that's because he doesn't have much of a brain to analyze these things in any detail.